Hey guys, it's your boy Enel here, back with another guide that no one asked for to tell you that you've all been playing the game wrong for the past year. So I wanted to talk about Mythra specifically in this video. Well, I always want to talk about Mythra, but today I wanted to talk about her gameplay. So when you think about Mythra related to gameplay, you probably think about double spinning edge spam or critical healing or some combination of both of them. She has really high crit rating, gets arts and specials recharged when she crits, so adding the ability to heal off those crits on top of that sounds pretty good. And thus the Crit Heal Mythra build was born and pretty independently invented by a lot of different people, I'm sure. It's probably the most popular build in the game, and many lower level players would regard it as broken or a free way to beat the game, which is probably also true since the base game is pretty easy. In the very early months of the game, I also thought this was pretty good to synergize with their critical rate, but to be honest, it's actually not that great at all. Now, I'm not saying critical healing is bad in general because there's many scenarios where it can be very useful, but I am saying that it is bad on Mythra compared to a different build you can run on her that I think works way better. So let's just take a look at her chart very quickly. I want to point a couple things out on it. That's not her chart. So, Glint and Lightspeed Flurry. Now, I'm sure everyone knows about these abilities increasing her critical rate and giving her recharge on her specials and arts when she crits. Both of these are very strong abilities, don't get me wrong. Lightspeed Flurry in particular is very powerful, but may not be powerful for the reason you think it is. Many blades can also alternate arts and infinitely spam arts just by using 2 dessert pouch items, both Mythra and even Pyra included. The reason this is powerful is because it likely means you only need to run a single dessert on Mythra for infinitely cancelled arts, and it also allows for sword bash spam for faster special charging since that's her fastest art. And it also allows her special to always be at level 1.5, so you only need 3 quick arts to get her back to level 3 to use it again. Her very fast level 3 is great to spam regardless of the 150% extra damage when under 30% HP as its bonus effect, just because it's very fast, pierces, and has a high ratio. But let's talk about her other ability that a lot of people seem to overlook. That this is Foresight. It gives 50% accuracy and evasion to the entire party. The accuracy is very useful, so you don't have to run any dexterity on anyone or any like night vision or sunlight eye aux cores against higher agility enemies like Orion and some of the strong challenge mode enemies. But the evasion in particular is also very powerful and one of the most important factors of the alternative Mythra build that I want to show off. But firstly, I want to quickly examine the critical healing Mythra build just for comparison's sakes. I won't be using any party members to try to keep the testing as accurate as I possibly can. So I'll start off by fighting Ophion here, who has like no defenses or guard rate to really like affect anything. I'm doing this on normal difficulty, and I'm going to try to keep that consistent for both runs. I got Enlightened Loincloth for 80% extra damage, 22% crit healing with Avant-Garde Medal, and 60% critical damage with Crimson Headband. I have a book pouch item and a dessert pouch item. I only need 1 dessert for critical recharging. On Mythra herself, I have Affinity Max Attack 5 as an aux core, or 6 actually, and I have Reflect Immunity because Ophion has a Reflect ability, and I don't want to get hit with that. I have 2 Ether Mod Common Blades, 24 and 22% to put me at like 698 Ether, I believe, and they both have Hunter's Chemistry, so I instantly start the battle at max affinity. This is probably about the optimal critical heal Mythra build that you can use here, I would say. You can run Abyss Mask instead of the Enlightened Loincloth, but then you'll be taking extra damage, and there's a very high chance you won't survive some attacks that you would normally be able to otherwise. So in general here, the strategy is to spam Sword Bash until it doesn't crit, and then use Double Spinning Edge. And then use my level 3 special whenever that is available, because that's going to be the source of most of my damage between Gamma Ray and Supernova. And just the level 3 itself just hurting a lot. So that's what I keep doing. I use Sword Bash 3 times optimally if I can after a single auto attack arc cancel to get my level 3 special up. And then I use my level 3 specials. So as you can see, Mythra's defenses aren't really the best, so when she actually does get hit with an attack, even the Plasma Cannon, she'll take quite a bit of damage, and that'll leave her with like relatively low HP. So one of the problems with critical heal Mythra is that because of these like high damage attacks, you can very easily die and take a lot of damage. So here I blocked the attack, so I only took half damage from that, but if I wouldn't have taken half damage, I would have just either died there or had to activate my 50% unbeatable proc. So it's very easy to see how getting hit with like some powerful moves by like some stronger enemies can be very detrimental to this strategy, because you're not going to have time to heal if they just one-shot you or nearly one-shot you. Like here's Netherfire. I almost died in Netherfire right there too. The only reason I didn't is because I got Supernova off in time, so now I'm going to be full health again. But that's already 2 close calls in this battle alone. And then he uses another attack that can easily kill me, so I'm forced to use my chain attack here to dodge it. So all this is pretty standard. I'm able to heal through attacks that can't quite kill me, but any attacks that are like dangerous to like easily one-shot me, I have to rely on like some block rate shenanigans or just healing to not die. That's how how a lot of the fights against some of the super bosses go. Now, not every enemy is like Ophion, I admit, so that's why I try to show off a different example also in this video. Ophion never auto-attacks, and, well, basically the plasma cannon is his auto-attack. So, you wouldn't be healing through auto-attacks like you would against other enemies constantly, so he uses more powerful variants of attacks a lot of the times. But still, you can see here I'm doing like a decent amount of damage to him. I'm killing him pretty reasonably fast, and he's gonna enrage pretty soon, which means I'm gonna do about double damage to him, since his enrage state makes him take double damage to light attacks. And overall, I just keep spamming Lightning Buster here until things get sketchy and I need to, like, not. But there's basically no reason not to just spam Lightning Buster in this scenario. You're not going to do as much damage with your arts or anything like that. I have to use my chain attack again to block this for sure. He only uses Phallic Buster after enraging, so I should be able to easily hit damage cap here with my level 1 special. And I should probably be able to kill him in one more attack here. It'll be a Supernova with my next level 3, so that should easily kill. So overall, I'm able to kill him in a decent amount of time with critical healing here. A little under 3 minutes. But overall, you can kind of see the few problems with this already. So the next fight here is just a fight against Orion here. So if I try to use critical healing strategy against Orion, you'll see it's just not going to really work out at all. Because Orion can CC lock me some, and it's just not going to be very valuable to be able to heal if I can't ever hit him, because I'm locked down or he does a lot of damage really fast. So I can heal through this really quickly though, but I'm still toppled here and then I get launched. And I can't really do anything to him in the meantime, and he just almost kills me right off the bat right there while I'm in status effect. And then I get countered right here, and then he just kills me. And this just kind of shows that critical healing won't always work to save you in a lot of scenarios, just because Mythra has really low defense, like I already said. And that's one of the reasons it's not super good on here. So now I'm going to make a few changes to my build to boost my agility up a little bit and boost my evasion. All the settings are going to remain the same. This is also done on normal mode. And the only accessory I change is that I change out my Avant-Garde medal for an Abyss Mask. So now I do 110% more additional damage, but I also take 55% more damage, so I must seem like a suicidal maniac right now. I also replaced my Affinity Max attack with an Evasion Focus Aux Core, because I gotta keep the Null Reflect on just in case he decides to use that. But now I've replaced my Common Blades with 2 Agility Mod Katanas with Pentagon Chips equipped to raise Rex's agility, and this gets me to 544 agility. So I've got 35% extra evasion under 30% HP, and I've also got the 50% evasion with foresight, and I've got a lot of additional agility. But I did lose about 200 ether and the 10% damage class bonus, but I also gained 55% additive damage from using the Abyss Mask, and since I only lost 55%, gained 110%. So as you can see already, Plasma Missile completely missed me. And currently I'm right on the surface of evasion, where I should only be hit with like a few attacks, not too many, but some attacks will break through my defensive barrier I've got going on right now. So one of the main benefits you can probably already see is that not getting hit with attacks is honestly better than being able to crit heal in a lot of scenarios. I finally get hit there, and I cannot heal it up because I do not have critical healing, obviously. But we're okay with that. Like I said, I do get under a certain threshold. I'll reach a point where I'm not going to be hitting at all, which is going to happen right here with Netherfire. So while I'm using my next level 4 special, I get hit with one of the attacks and all the rest of them miss me because I'm now under 30% HP, so I have an additional 35% evasion. So also because I'm under 30% HP, my Lightning Busters are now going to hurt even more, as I'm sure you can see right now. So here comes Calamity Fall. This would normally kill me, but it just completely misses. And I'm free to just do my bread and butter DPS spam here, use my level 3s whenever I want to. I don't have to worry about anything. And this focus on agility and evasion seems to be working out a little bit right now. Now, the only additional problem there might be is if I get enough art cancels that I raise my HP above the 30% barrier, but typically that's not much to worry about. I did raise it above there, right there, Aurora's Drive, the last hit, it does hit me right there. So now I'm like safely under 30% though. Luckily the unbeatable 50% proc did save me there, even though I only got hit with one of the Aurora's Drive attacks. So as you can see, I'm now doing more damage, and it's almost impossible to hit me. All my Gamma Ray and Supernovas are doing about damage cap now. It's hard to hit me at all, and I can easily just keep spamming these Lightning Busters that do a lot of damage. And so I can just easily end the fight right here with one more Lightning Buster, and I ended the fight now 40 seconds faster. So not only is that build better for speed, but it's better for safety and survivability as well. Let me just try fighting Orion here now. So with the critical heal strategy, it doesn't work at all. But without critical healing and using this strategy, now Orion's suddenly not hitting many of his attacks at all, and once I get to a certain HP threshold, he's not going to be able to hit me at all. And I'm free to just spam my Lightning Busters. And so I can just keep doing this, and eventually he'll lower my HP to a certain threshold, and then I'll be doing more damage with Lightning Busters than I was before. But until then, I can just remain safe and just keep spamming my arts, my specials, not worry about any like status, don't have to worry about any like counters or anything like that, because I still have the Reflect Immunity equipped. And now I'm able to actually fight this guy. I can take advantage of my low defenses like that to go under 30% HP, and now I'm in a situation where he's probably not going to be able to hit me at all. Unless I do be really stupid and impatient here, and I do walk into the range of the fire, which is just an area effect damage here. But luckily my 50% does save me, so I don't end up dying here, even though I'm really stupid right here. But that's not because of Orion hitting me, that's just my own impatience there. So now even though I have 1 HP, or close to 1 HP, he still is completely unable to hit me despite being a dangerous enemy if I only had the critical healing strategy. And once again, despite having a focus on agility rather than ether and evasion, I'm still doing more damage than I would be otherwise, as shown in the Ophion fight. So not only am I doing more damage, but I'm also safer and can fight more enemies. And once again, level 3 spam is made even better just because it goes through enemy defense rate. Ophion didn't have defense, but this guy does, so I'm actually doing additional damage to him with that. And I'm able to actually finish and complete the fight with this strategy. And if you just wanted to see one more reason this is really powerful, here I have now given Pyra an Amethyst chip to increase my agility by 50 even further here. And I've also given Rex a Dauntless Boots instead of the Enlightened Loincloth I had on him before. So now I might have agility stat of over 800. And so I'm just going to go fight Elma on Bringer of Chaos right now with all her really high damage and everything. And let's see what happens here. So I'm obviously not going to do this entire fight because it would take forever, but I just want to show off the power of the evasion that I've got right now. I still have my evasion focus equipped as she lowers me below 30% HP, but it's going to be hard to even do that for her. So let's just let her summon her ghost really quickly and we'll see what happens here. So they're all attacking me and they're all missing. They'll occasionally hit me with some of the attacks because they attack so often, but overall, they're not going to be hitting me much, and once I get below 30% HP, it's probably not going to happen at all. So as you can see, Foresight combined with Agility on Mythra makes her have really strong evasion, and you can set this up to try to hit a threshold to where you'll be able to get under 30% HP to take advantage of Lightning Buster's power. Maybe not as much so on Bringer of Chaos, I just want to show that even though these Elmos are really powerful and dangerous, they can't even hit me. So enough of this now, I guess. I just got a few more things I want to say, I suppose. So I hope I've been able to successfully showcase in this video kind of the power of an evasion and agility based strategy with Mythra compared to just the normal critical healing strategy you're probably used to. Yes, critical healing is very strong on a lot of characters, and yes, Lightspeed Flurry is very good, but don't forget about Foresight, which is her signature and flagship ability in the game. That's the first thing you see in the cutscene. It is a very powerful ability too, and something you should definitely be able to take advantage of, not only on Mythra, but for all our allies and party members as well. It stacks with Shulk's Monano speed ability to give you even more ridiculous evasion. And in some challenge mode missions can just make you actually in all of them, if you combine them with like Mikhail or something, can make your like team almost completely unhittable. So that's about probably all I really wanted to say about that. This build kills things faster, it's safer in general because you don't have to worry about getting hit at all really. And with the right like agility stat, you can successfully make yourself go under 30% HP to activate evasion focus and never get hit again, and also do powerful lightning busters. Watch out for Doom though, like right here, that's like the only thing that can still kill you. So I don't really have anything else to say, so I hope this video has been useful. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more guides or discussion-based videos from me like this one. I really do love this game even though it's been over a year and would love to continue making content that isn't just challenge mode speed kills and records that I keep posting. So yeah, main thing is just be sure to subscribe because I'd love to keep growing and expanding to a wider audience. As far as everything else, once again I've opened a personal Discord server if you want to keep up with the videos I put out or when I'm streaming, so be sure to join that, and follow me on Twitter and Twitch and all that good stuff. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.